SGNS podcast. I'm your host, Kamon Tari, as always, and we have a very special guest today, Billy Banks. Billy, you are like one of the only male cosplayers here in New Mexico, is what I like to tell people. Because when I think of male cosplayers, I think of you, Jesse James, and like
Really?
Khalil.
Cool.
Those are like the only three people.
That's really cool. I'm honored. That's awesome.
They're all friends too.
We're all friends too.
Yeah.
Oh, I had this like super introduction that I wanted to do for you. Oh shit. Let's talk about how we first met. Do you remember how we first met?
Was it at 2015 Comic-Con in the costume line? The
No,
lineup?
it wasn't.
Okay, because there was a girl there
Whoa.
who was having a wardrobe malfunction. I was like, Diana, this chick, she's having a wardrobe malfunction. You should tell her. She's like, what are you talking about? Oh my god. And then she's like, sweetie, you're...
Your boobies are out.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, no, that was not how we first met.
Okay, no.
Okay, so we first met on Holly's video shoot, the Harley Loves
Oh,
Deadpool
you were Psylocke.
shoot.
Yeah.
That I think
I
that
remember.
was. I mean, we could have met in the Comic-Con line, but I don't remember that.
I
I
probably-
remember us first meeting.
I remember
her-
you being Psylocke.
her film.
You're a great Psylocke.
Yeah.
By the way.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah.
You were the star of the film, pretty much. So as Joker, and you were amazing. And
Well, I was doing the best with what I could, because that script, it wasn't like, as a cosplayer, you understand the character. Like, it sounds pretentious to be like, oh, the character wouldn't do that, but it's true. And like, to die like a bitch, like how they wrote it in the script. And I said no.
Oh yeah.
I said you got this because the script was an outline. I was like, okay, it's an outline. And shooting day came up, and all right, everyone ready? I'm like, yeah, sure. Where's the script? And then like, don't you already have it? I'm like, no, I have an outline. And I started describing what it was, and then, oh yeah, that's the script. I'm like, no, this is an outline.
Yeah.
So I rewrote the script that night, which
You wrote the script.
Yeah, they pissed off a lot of people because I changed it real quick. However, we didn't. They were just gonna have all the Marvel characters, because the plot of the thing was Joker and Harley Quinn get lost into the Marvel universe.
Right.
And then, because in DC it's at nighttime, and then in Marvel it's daytime, and there's just this vast majority of superheroes walking around, Marvel ones. And I'm like, so we're just gonna have like, it's just gonna be like a montage, or you're just gonna have cosplayers come and they're not gonna do anything? I'm like, yeah, we like to wear costumes, but we should give them something to do. Let's have like interactions as like we pass them,
Right.
And we wrote that. We did a few, like Psylocke and Wolverine's one. That happened on the spot, because originally,
I remember that.
originally the Punisher and Wolverine were supposed to be like having a bet about who was gonna win, Deadpool or the Joker.
Right.
And so you took over for the Punisher. And
Yeah, because he didn't show up.
yeah, and
right?
Wolverine was there though.
Yeah, that was great. That was like one of my first experiences meeting you guys and the other cosplayers of New Mexico, and it was really a cool idea that Holly tried to put together.
Oh,
I mean,
no, she
unfortunately,
did.
it didn't work out. But...
It did. We finished the shoot, and it came out really good.
Yeah.
It like, for what we did, it came out really good.
Yeah,
And
no,
I was
definitely.
proud of it. It looked pretty cool.
Yeah.
And but the directors were kind of like the filmmakers. I understood, because like I kind of like just pulled the rug from underneath them, but they should have known that I wasn't going to do something that wasn't like 100%.
I mean, it was a great turnout. We had your wife, which we'll talk about in a second, and
She was she played Mary Jane
Mary
Watson.
Jane, right? I remember that, and we had,
And that was a hard thing to do, because Diana's my Harley Quinn. She's
right,
mine.
and it was like Holly playing
It's because
Harley.
and they
instead.
asked me to be the Joker, because they said I was so good on stage.
Right.
But they forget I never would have been Joker had my Harley Quinn not been there, And,
Yeah.
But we thought it was a fun little project to tackle on. I actually rewritten the entire thing, and it's way better. It goes like it's almost like a comic book. It's a pretty cool crossover. I don't think we'll ever do it, but I might just throw it on my Facebook or something.
Did the final version ever get released, though, of the film?
Yeah, it's somewhere on the internet.
Somewhere. I have a clip on my Facebook of just my part with where I'm slapping Kit, who played Deadpool.
That was great.
And that was so fun. We did like 4 or 5 takes,
and
I legitimately slapped him.
That was them. That was the director. That was all them. I didn't write that at all.
Yeah.
And I wasn't even paying attention when you guys were shooting it. But when I saw it, and I'm like, oh, that's brilliant.
It was a good.
But it was a horrible. Whatchamacallit, continuity error because.
Oh really?
Because he was supposed to have his hand sliced off at that point.
Oh really?
Yeah. So we filmed him getting his hand sliced.
That's so funny.
We sliced off his hand. Then me and him started sword fighting. Then he falls over. Then he's talking to you. He has his hand back. then he goes back into my shot. And we start fighting again. He's still missing his hand.
That's funny. I just my participation in that shoot was basically Holly contacted me like a week before. Was like, "Yo, you want to come and do this?" And I was like, "Sure, that sounds great." And so I just came and
pretty much anything
that
gets us out of the house in our costumes.
Is something that you guys will do.
I think all cosplayers like that.
Yeah, I definitely. That's one of the reasons why I'm so involved now, is because I just kept wanting to do cosplay. So that's how we met, is when on the fun little project.
The set of Harley Loves Deadpool.
Harley Loves Deadpool, that fanfic film.
Hashtag it.
Yeah. You are married to a cosplayer.
I'm engaged.
Engaged. Okay,
yeah,
I'm sorry. I thought you guys were already married.
No, we get married in April.
Oh, that's so awesome. Yeah. Okay. And her name's Diana, right?
Oh, yeah.
And
for now.
For now.
Diana O'Rona for now.
Okay, for now.
It'll be Wilbanks. We were talking about if I should take her last name, Everett O'Rona. It just doesn't roll off the tongue like Vion Wilbanks.
Yeah. And she cosplays too with you.
Oh yeah.
So it must be like
we always you know what's funny, because we always do like couple stuff and it just works out perfectly.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
I think our very first cause or cosplay. People say cosplay. I say cause.
You say cause?
Yeah.
Okay, I could get down with that.
I don't know why. I don't know why. It's just how I pronounce it.
Yeah.
But our very first costumes together was Superman and Wonder Woman 2014, I believe.
Jeez.
Yeah. And
that's amazing that you even remember the dates that you cosplayed as.
Well, not years, but then the following day, it was her very first Comic-Con.
Uh-huh.
And my second one. Uh-huh. And she owned it. She loved it. She's like, I really like this. And the next day was the first time we were Joker and Harley Quinn, but I was Joker in a makeshift Batman costume that was green and purple, and she was in a makeshift Robin costume that was like it was like Harley Quinn.
Oh, that's cool.
And we were Guano Man and Harlequin.
So that's where you guys met? Is that Comic-Con? Or?
No, we've been together since junior year in high school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so, you guys go way back then.
Yeah, we've been together 8 years in April.
Wow. Yeah. Oh my God. Congratulations.
Thank you so
guys.
much.
That's so cute. And I'm always jealous of couples who can cosplay and then like always look perfect together, and you guys are one of those people that I'm jealous of. Just have to choke you guys out here.
No, just hop in, like, you know what? We'll just make a whole group out of it. You know?
Sounds good. Let's see. What's your favorite cosplay?
That I do?
Yeah, that you do.
The Joker.
The Joker?
Mm-hmm.
Is it because of the character or anything like that?
Yes, I can do anything I want.
Yeah.
Anything.
And the reson why I think of you as like a male cosplayer is because you really get into the character and you're really good at being the character, you know.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It's all those years of binge watching cartoons as a kid.
Yeah. You're an amazing performer, and I mean, when I cosplay, I mean, I like try to be the character and like do poses and stuff, but I don't like, you do the voices, you really get into like how they would act and everything, and I think that's insane.
Thank you.
And then the Joker is like face paint, and I try to stay away from face paint.
Really?
Yeah, for me.
Yeah, it gets a little uncomfortable sometimes.
Does it?
You know, I don't care about how uncomfortable it is with the contacts and your hair is glued down or glued in a certain way. You're covered in makeup. You're 100% of your body is just covered.
Right.
I just hate it when it's coming off of like the collar.
Yeah,
you know?
and it gets
like
the costume dirty.
Like I do Urban Decay, I do Hairspray, I do all this. There's so much. You know how you fell into a chemical bath? Well, I put myself in like a chemical cloud when I do the Joker.
Yeah.
And
well, it's for what it's worth. It comes out amazing.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, of course.
I love being the Joker because I can't go wrong. You know?
Yeah.
I could just do anything. I can't even do that with Deadpool. I started doing Deadpool like a couple years ago.
Yeah.
And he's all right. He's cool. He's a little harder. You can't do like anything. You know what I mean? But you can talk about like other characters like the Joker.
Yeah.
Like Joker can't really do that.
yeah, definitely. Deadpool's a good character because he breaks the fourth wall. You know, he is very silly.
Yeah. So if you mess up, there's no worry.
Right.
You know?
Because it's supposed to be.
Yeah. But Joker, he's a performer. If he messes up, it's like, damn. Now I gotta kill everyone.
Let's talk about some of the recent stuff that's been going on with you because.
Okay. All right.
Where do we even start? You did an amazing Pennywise cosplay that is pretty much on spot on. Is that a thing? To the remake of it, the movie version, right? The Bill Skarsgård version. So
technically, not a remake since it's the first time it's been in theaters.
Right.
The first time was just a TV movie.
It was a TV, yeah.
But you know, it's happened before, so remake.
Right. So I remember the first time I saw you the first time as Pennywise at Santa Fe Comic-Con, and you were really popular there.
Yeah, I couldn't gain an inch of to move.
Yeah.
I had to go to this one corner where people could take photos and stuff.
Yeah.
And half people want to look at me but not get very close to me, and then the other half want to get a really cool photo.
Yeah. I mean, you look exactly like him, and then you did the voice as well, and you did the character, and you sound exactly like him as well, which is amazing. And then the next time I heard about you was when you were at Cosmic Closet. And were you promoting Albuquerque Comic Con there?
Yes.
Okay, and then I heard that people were taking photos with you so much and liked your costume so much they were giving you tips to take pictures with you.
Yeah.
And
I was like, sure.
That was crazy. Yeah. And I was like, damn, I gotta go get into cosplay, get myself down there too so I can make some
Cosmic Closet, they love it. They you just call one of these Saturdays or talk to the owner.
Yeah.
And then she's like, hell yeah, come down here. I love cosplayers.
Yeah, we love Cosmic Closet.
Yeah, it's a great store.
They're awesome. And then
it's like one of the only collectible places left in Albuquerque.
Yeah.
So it's the shop to go to.
Definitely. And it's really well managed and beautiful store and clean and tidy and everything. But then recently, maybe I would say maybe a week or a couple days ago.
Almost a week ago.
I saw a video on Facebook that was just shared by one of my friends, and it was a video of you, and the person in the description was like, oh my god, what's this guy doing? I was just in the Bosque and he was there, and you were in your complete It cosplay, and you were waving to the camera, freaking the cameraman out, and that post went viral on Facebook.
Yeah, you know what? When this is the second time a Pennywise thing has gone viral that involved me.
Mm-hmm. Oh, because you did the movie theater thing too, right? I remember that as well.
Where the lady, her friend asked me to say hi to her. And then she's like, get away from me. And I was just trying to shake her hand.
Right.
She didn't shake my hand, so I just blew her a kiss. But that was harder because I was there to watch the movie, so I didn't know how Pennywise this new one acted. Yeah. So that was a little bit of a stretch for me. Yeah. And I did not like the hair or makeup, but I'm glad it was dark in there because if it was light and that video went viral, I would have been, oh gosh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but I've since perfected
But this one about where you're standing outside in the Bosque and it's got I don't know, over 500,000 views or something like that. Probably more now that I've looked at it from long ago. And it's just a small clip, 17 seconds. So, but that's the only clip I've seen, so I have no context behind that. And I just want to know, like, what were you doing there? Like, were you just chilling out in your costume?
We as cosplayers, we do photo shoots.
Right.
Sometimes in the studio, sometimes at actual locations. This was one of those actual locations.
Okay.
Because if you look at the movie, the Bosque looks a lot like that.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's right by a river, a big mass of water. You can go underneath a bridge,
Nice.
which is what the story it was kind of based around. Right. The monster or troll under the bridge, you know?
Yeah.
But it had so many great, like, it had like dead trees that just grew strange, like, and twisted, and it just looked weird there.
Yeah.
So what I was doing, I was scouting out locations and taking pictures of myself, and then I was talking to an actual photographer who was going to come down and shoot me. Not shoot me, you, but shoot me.
Yeah, got it.
And everyone there, like, some people stopped in their tracks. Thought, "Oh my God, there's it! Oh my God!" You know, and like you could hear them, and then like I'd wave at them, they'd wave at me. Some people would come and say, "Oh my God, you look so scary. Can I get a picture?" I'm like, sure. And
then it just went viral, it went crazy, and
that video.
Yeah.
Actually, I was walking by like some stuff, and I saw some people on the overlook, and I and then they saw me, and I waved at them. You know, just did it a little creepily. Yeah. You know, like it's kind of weird. You know, you do it like this. Something's weird. Yeah. This person's greeting you, but something's off.
Yeah,
you know?
It's very robotic, and like people like don't extend their arm.
Almost not real.
Yeah.
And I got that wave from the original It movie. Yeah. When when It is pretending to be Ben's father, and he's waving at him standing on the river or swamp or whatever. Yeah. So I did that, and then they're like, "Oh my God!" Then they waved back at me. Yeah. Back at me, and I said hi. And just a little exchange right there. Yeah. Hi there. What are you doing? I'm just doing a photo shoot for my new costume. I got closer to them, and then I let them record me, and I said hi to their daughter. And I'm like, I was thinking, wow, they're gonna really show that to their daughter. I hope she's not like 6 or something.
Yeah, I mean, when I saw the new It movie, I was actually pretty freaked out. It wasn't Pennywise that scared me. It was the lady in the painting that like freaked me out the most. Yeah, she was by far the scariest out of everything.
Yeah, when I saw her, I'm like, oh, whoa, that's
it was
hard
like
to look
really
at.
Unsettling. Yeah, and I don't know, like
that's what they. I guess that's what filmmakers can only do now because if you notice, a lot of movies have jump scares where the music is just like and like when something, and that's not technically a scare, that's just a jolt.
Yeah, it's a jolt. Exactly.
But like you have
cheap shots.
You have Pennywise coming out of a freezer like in one shot, twisting and coming at you. That's scary. That is scary. I found a lot of stuff more creepy and freaky and strange. Yeah. But I was completely entertained by the whole movie. I didn't find it that scary. I still think the remake is scarier.
It was overall pretty good, I thought. Yeah. And the part where like all the kids are on the projector in the garage, and then he comes out, that really freaked me out.
It did me too, because I wasn't expecting that at all. Yeah. And that was another one of those jump scares that you're anticipating, you know it's going to happen, right? But you don't know when, and that's the only time when it's like a good payoff. Yeah. I kind of thought that was almost the most cheesiest one, because like he's a giant now, like whoa. Yeah. That threw me off guard.
Well,
Skarsgård threw me off guard.
I just can't be in my garage with the lights off anymore, is all I'm saying, so.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could, if I was ever able to. I don't think so. Can't find nothing.
Yeah, but your costume, I mean, you made it too, right? You made your Pennywise costume.
That's 100% all made.
And you even have, what do you call it, like a cowl, I guess, for your forehead?
It's a prosthetic.
Like a prosthetic.
It's a prosthetic wig.
Oh,
so
okay.
It's
okay.
It's like hair, and then it's a big like prosthetic that goes like, it stops right here at my brows, goes in between my eyelids and eyebrows, then right here to my.
Is that uncomfortable?
Crow's feet? No, not at all. And then it just barely covers my hair.
Yeah.
It's not uncomfortable at all.
Jeez, that's just crazy.
It just gets kind of hot.
Yeah, I bet.
Because not only is it like covering my whole head, there's like an inch of batting to make my head look bulbous.
Yeah. It's really, really on point. And the video was so viral. I had friends at work, they know I'm a cosplayer, so they come out to me and they're like, hey, did you see this guy? Like, he was Pennywise? And I was like, oh yeah, that's my friend. Like, everyone's just dying because it's like, oh, it's Kamon's friend, obviously. Yeah. So,
I almost feel like I shouldn't have said anything. Like, I shouldn't have did no interviews. I shouldn't have done nothing. I should just let it ride. But I think what got me to calm people down was that they're freaking out about it.
Yeah, I think your hello was good because then people could hear your voice and that you sound exactly like him. So, and I'm pretty sure that's why it went viral too, is because it's so good.
Oh yeah.
And then I saw that you did an interview on our local radio station and television station. So how was that experience? It was KRQE 13, right?
Yeah, it was quick, but they didn't put the whole interview on.
Okay, yeah,
they asked me a lot of questions, but I was there for probably a total of 20 seconds. But I was explaining like certain things. I guess it just went on too long, or it wasn't juicy enough.
Yeah.
Something like that happened.
Well, I don't know. They always cut interviews, for small segments and stuff like that. The news. So that was television, and then you were on radio as well.
Yeah, the radio was a lot better, but they still cut out some stuff that I said. I'm like, darn, because I tried to self-promote myself and tell them about my Instagram. Like,
oh, really?
They're like, do you do any other costumes? I'm like, yeah, it's all on my Instagram, Eerie Weirdy. And then they cut that out.
They cut your promo out?
Yeah.
That's so rude. Well, we're going to put promo in right now.
It's funny. They're like, well, you're on our show. You don't get to promote yourself. I'm like, but you promote yourself all the time on your show. Like, okay.
Yeah, that's so rude to me, actually.
I did the interview about 5:30 in the morning, and they...
5:30 in the morning?
Yeah, I go to work at 6.
Oh, okay.
But they contacted me through Facebook, and they asked if I could give them a call. And I gave them a call. They're like, hotline. I'm like, hi, this is Everett Wilbanks, the Pennywise from the Bosque. Hold on. And then they put me on hold, and then I'm like, okay. So I get my truck, go to the gas station, and they like, hey man, how's it going? It sounded like it was a cool conversation. For like 3 minutes, I didn't know I was being interviewed. I didn't know everything was being recorded.
Oh, really?
They didn't tell me.
They're supposed to tell you, though.
No, they didn't tell me.
Like, because I took a journalism law class, they're supposed to tell you.
Oh, yeah, they didn't tell me nothing.
Well, they broke the law, so now you can sue them if you want to.
Nah, that's okay. I'm probably not going to do no more interviews.
Yeah.
Because
I think
the two that I did, in 2 days, I did 2, and both of them were edited.
Right.
Probably cut for time, but
you should have standards for them.
They asked me specific questions that a lot of people wanted to know. Like, the main thing was what I was doing there, and how am I different from all the other clowns that have been malicious or whatever.
I think that's also one of the problems, like, us cosplayers who strive to be professional have, is that people don't know how to treat us yet. And so, like, it's very rude if people don't respect your business and then give you the promo that you deserve, or cut important things that you're saying out,
Oh, the main thing was they asked what was my reaction there. Nothing but positivity. Like, the people that were like, oh my god, it's a clown. They're like, can I take a picture with you to get over my fear? I'm like, sure. And that was the worst thing. It wasn't until the next day when people started, because the person that did the video put me on Albuquerque Crime Watch. They posted that video on Albuquerque Crime Watch. There's a clown roaming around the bosque.
Oh my god.
Then a lady told her son's girlfriend that she was being followed by a clown, and she sent a picture of me.
Oh shit.
And I was sitting down on a picnic table. I was sitting down.
Yeah.
Like, how the hell was I following you? And even if I was behind you, it's a walking trail, like for hiking and jogging.
Yeah.
Like, it's.
Well, it's probably.
Do you think people behind you on the freeway are following you? No.
Yeah.
We're all just trying to get to Walmart. A vast majority of people saying that I would have shot that clown, I would have kicked his ass, I would have done this and that.
Scary.
That's when I was like, maybe you should tell the truth. And like, those two people that did the posts that went viral, they read it, they edited it.
I
think that's how you say that.
Yeah,
they had edited it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I cleared it up, but not before it got shared and like people thinking that it was like scary. Still, they shared it like that. And so next time I'm just gonna let it ride out.
Yeah, you think
leave it
so?
alone. Yeah.
Yeah, going viral must be really crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. Nothing happened to me. Like
that's good. Yeah.
No, I mean like people are just saying like it went viral. I'm like, cool.
So has everything died down since then?
Oh yeah. It was like I didn't really get the hype until Monday afternoon when people were talking about it and saying like there was a clown in the bosque, and it reminded them of the person that was dressed like a Grim Reaper at the cemetery.
Oh, I didn't hear about that.
Oh, you didn't hear about that? No, I think that happened last year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Last year.
How people were reacting to me. They how they said that they would have shot me or something. They said this guy is crazy. I would have shot him. Not like calling the kettle black, like
yeah, it's
like
very.
These people they were like I would have killed this guy just because of how I looked. I'm like, wow, I don't think I'm the crazy one.
Yeah.
No kidding.
That also is they just pretty much outed themselves. So if something happened to you, they would be the first one they're gonna.
Oh yeah.
And they have social media. I'm like, dude, it's the person right there. You can check
them
right away.
Well, yeah. Well,
these are idiots.
Well, that's the thing, dude. Cause people are really tough online, like.
Yeah.
But in real life, if they were to like see me, they would take a picture with me. They would say, "Oh, you're so cool," you know. But they have to be tough online because what else are they gonna do? I feel like there's some people were saying like, "What? Let's go down there," and like I think they were gonna like if there was a clown down there, they would have probably like beat him up or something, and to those people I'm just like, well, I'm glad I got you off your ass, you know. Jeez. You're welcome, because this was a hiking trail. Like people who go there, you know, they're just hiking, walking. I don't think people with that roam around the streets with loaded guns ready to shoot something that looks different. I don't think they go to those kind of places. I
mean, on a funnier note, like if they did kill you and then like, you know, they brought your body to the hospital and you're like,
oh, they would.
Yeah, this guy just died in a Pennywise costume. Like,
yeah, they would find me like a day later. They would shoot me, run off. I don't know. They'd be pretty dumb to post it online. Like, what are you gonna? You're not really gonna gain anything from that.
No, it's just, you know, people just being dumb and.
The main thing was it was people who were being scared.
Yeah.
Because like if people are that afraid of clowns that if they saw one, and they just wanted it to be dead right away, that's a deep fear of clowns. Like I can't even fathom that kind of fear. It's like wow. But it didn't bother me at all. Like the comments, like I was laughing at some of them. Someone said they would have shot me 1 billion times with a bazooka. I'm like. That would be hilarious because like
it's a lot of times.
Like, it is. Yeah, someone plays a lot of GTA.
You'd have to count to 1 billion.
Someone plays a lot of GTA.
It's probably a 10-year-old thing.
Yeah, like you spend billions of dollars just getting the bazooka.
It's kind of sad for one person. I was like, oh, you got some mental issues.
Yeah.
So as like a cosplayer and being in this small New Mexico community, do you have like fans or people who just
I don't know about fans. I
hate calling my fans.
I got a lot of friends. Like,
yeah, definitely.
I don't know. Some people say you're. I've heard it like just a couple of times that you're my favorite cosplayer.
Aww.
Like you and I are my favorite cosplay couple, and I'm like, thank you, but like we're just. Yeah. I don't know. When we started doing costumes. We didn't know what the term cosplay meant. Right. You know, exactly. we never even heard of it.
Yeah, me too.
And then, boom, we get labeled.
It just kind of happens. Yeah.
And I was explaining to the cops and both interviews what cosplay was.
Oh, you talked to cops?
Yeah. Oh, the cops were called on me when I was Pennywise.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So they came and
they came.
Were like, "What are you doing around here?"
No, they just say like, "Hey, man." They're like, so where's the party? And I'm like, oh no, it's just me. I'm just waiting for a photographer. We're doing a cosplay shoot. Cosplay? What's that? I'm like, sit down, sir. Let me teach you.
That's funny because like I actually got pulled over in cosplay once, and the cop, he came up to me, and it was around Halloween, thank God. But I was like, sorry, sir, I'm in costume right now, and he's like, that's okay. And he's like, what is that, cosplay or something? I'm like, yeah. And he's like, oh, cool, like anime or something. I was Haruhi at the time, so I was like, yeah, it's anime. And he's like, oh, I used to watch that and stuff. And I'm just like, sir, please let me go. He let me off with a warning, so
that's
really
good.
nice.
That's awesome.
But yeah, that's cool that the cops were, they didn't assume anything, and that they were really cool with you. And
yeah, people
say
job,
Albuquerque cops.
Yeah, right. It's so weird how much influence the media has on people's brains, and how people just let themselves be programmed like that. Mm-hmm. Like, this is the first time I've ever seen like a bad reaction to one of my costumes, and it stood out a lot. It made me sick.
It's weird really that people didn't recognize you as Pennywise, and they just assumed it was a clown or something like that.
Yeah, but you know what? Everyone who like saying that they would kill me just because they were afraid of clowns, like, if I saw that clown, I would have shot him. That's
yeah.
If you're that afraid, maybe you shouldn't even be anywhere near me.
Yeah.
And if you're like so inept on killing someone for how they look, you should not own a gun. Yeah, it's weird how people hate clowns, but they love the Joker, and the Joker's
he's a clown.
The Joker is, I think he was the first killer clown. That's 1940.
Oh yeah, I mean, he's been very humanized a lot since, I think. So there's that.
Yeah, but I was so excited to get into Pennywise because I haven't been him in such a long time, since Halloween, and like everything was new. I added new stuff, only stuff that cosplayers like pay attention to.
Yeah.
But I was so excited to check it out, and we're
details.
planning a big shoot with the whole Losers Club and Pennywise.
Oh, that's awesome.
And I'm like, I just want to get into it.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go scout some locations as Pennywise.
That's awesome. I'm really excited to see it, actually.
Yeah, me too. I can't wait to get it done.
Getting to know you portion, because this podcast is pretty much about you. Yeah. Thanks for being a guest here, by the way. Oh, also, why do you cosplay?
Why do I cosplay?
That's the last question, yeah.
Because I love acting. And I like being different characters. It brings like a certain like color to my life that makes me, it just feels good. It feels cool. It's just fun. It's just fun just to pretend,
Yeah, you just
like,
have that
and
passion.
it sounds like a childish thing, but look at Hollywood. There's like 70-year-old actors that are paid to pretend,
Stan Lee, he's like the god of men in underwear.
Yeah, he made up these heroes that we love.
Yeah.
Like they've made their career. They've made what they've done as children, pretend and act, into a career, and that's like, it's just like the funnest thing ever. You're paid to play. And,
yeah.
Me, I just play. I don't really get paid, but it's fun.
Right. Exactly. I guess we just jump into this. What's your favorite food?
Steak, chicken.
Those are like very generic,
chicken.
though. Like, I mean, like chicken cooked how and like steak cooked how.
Chicken cooked fully and steak
fully.
Medium rare.
Medium rare. It has to be medium rare.
Yeah, with absolutely no steak sauce, just the steak, nice and juicy, mashed potatoes, and corn.
I never understand that. Like, why do you have to eat steak with sauce? Like, it just means the steak isn't good enough.
No,
right?
it's that the steak is burnt.
It's like the ketchup on eggs trick. It's like when the eggs are disgusting, you put ketchup on it.
I never understood that. I put ketchup on my hash browns, but my eggs, I don't really like the taste. But I do like sausage with pancakes, like the syrup. I do that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. But steak is like number one. Number two, probably lobster. Number three would be chicken. I eat chicken almost every day.
I love chicken too, and I like eggs.
Surf and turf. That's
surf and turf. Yeah, man. I would eat it, but I'm allergic to lobster.
Darn.
Yeah, it's pretty unfortunate. I used to be able to eat it, so I know what it tastes like, and I know what I'm missing out on.
Just drink the butter.
Just drink the butter.
Just drink
That's
the butter.
Disgusting.
Well, you're halfway. You'll just be halfway there.
I mean, yeah.
Halfway there is better than nowhere at all.
I guess that's an alternative. Earlier you told me you were a briefs guy.
Yeah, you asked me for a strange fact about myself.
Yeah, I was going to introduce you as he's a male cosplayer from New Mexico. He is currently engaged to an amazing cosplayer
babe.
Yeah, we'll call her babe.
Cosplay babe.
And he prefers boxers over briefs, and I was going to say Billy Banks, but then I totally just wailed on that, so...
Yeah. That was a really hard question when you're like, a strange fact about yourself.
Yeah. That's always interesting to hear from people.
I'm a brief guy.
Yeah, you're a brief guy.
Yeah.
So, like, a lot of people prefer boxers, you know. I prefer boxers, even.
You guys are weird. I'm just kidding.
And some guys wear...
You know what's funny? I think Kramer from Seinfeld described it the best. Like what, Kramer? You wear briefs? Yeah. My boys need a home. Now, because people will ask me why. I'm like, what business? What business is it yours? What underwear I wear?
Yeah, that's really interesting. I mean, I've never worn briefs because I'm not a dude, and I've never been given the opportunity to wear briefs. But I would definitely try it once.
Yeah.
Or they're just like panties except for men, is what my understanding is. They're manties. Yeah, okay, I like that.
This thing took a weird turn, but I'm just gonna go with it. I find them more comfortable than boxers. You know, I have boxers.
Yeah, no further explanation needed, man.
Yeah, they're comfortable. I used to be a brief guy, then I started doing costumes a lot, and like briefs are the way to go. Like,
yeah.
Unless you want like scrunches and stuff. Like if you're wearing like a Superman suit, it just does not look good.
See, that's what, when I was younger, well, even today still, like, I don't really get why it's like embarrassing for men like who like get pants or something and they're wearing boxers, because it's just like wearing shorts to me. Like, I wear boxers, like, you know, as pajamas and stuff, and like I don't really get. Maybe it's because I'm not a guy, but
yeah,
I always just
think that's
thought that like boxers were just like shorts, so I didn't really see.
You know what? I did too, and I used to play basketball in my boxers, not knowing that they were underwear.
Oh my god!
And the reason why was because they had number 23, and that was Michael Jordan's number. I thought they were shorts, but I was about.
Your boxers had 23 on them, so you thought they were basketball shorts?
Yeah, apparently they were just like Jordan brand boxers. But in my defense, I was about 7 or 8. I didn't know any better.
Well, that's amazing. And the questions are just going to keep getting weirder and weirder, so
all right, let's
buckle
go for
in.
it.
You're Cancer, you told me. Your zodiac sign.
Yes, I am.
I'm also a Cancer.
Oh, really?
So that means our birthdays are very close.
Sweet.
You must be...
July 20th.
July 20th. Okay, so we're on the opposite side of the spectrum. I'm June 24th. So I'm on the beginning, you're on the end.
I should have let you answer first. I would have been like, me too. But
yeah.
No,
and so
cool.
I was gonna, my original thought was that I would just find just some like really crappy facts about cancers and then be like, do you think that this is what, you know, it's related to you? Like, do you think you're this kind of person?
Like we're overly sensitive?
Yeah, something like that. I'm a little sensitive, though. That's true.
I guess I can. I cry on Disney movies all the time, so
really,
I
that's
guess,
pretty sensitive.
I guess, yeah.
Especially if you watch them like multiple times, you're just doing it again.
There's been a couple of superhero movies where I've like gotten like little tear jerkers and stuff. But I love stories, and I get so immersed in the story where I start feeling the characters, and like as a cosplayer, every cosplayer like does that. Yeah. Like you might not. Like, you'll act how they act, but soon you start to feel what they feel. Right. You know? Like, as Batman, I'm not really fun to be around when I'm Batman. Yeah. Because I'm just... Your parents are dead. Parents are dead. There's a job to do.
Yeah, you're Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't totally know what you mean. But instead of finding stupid facts like those, I found something even better, which is a website that basically took every single thing you could possibly think of and divided it into the zodiac categories.
All right.
So this is our possible health concerns as being cancers.
All right.
So are you ready?
Yeah.
So it says, being governed by the moon, the crabs are very sensitive and vulnerable. They are prone to emotional disruptions. They easily get depressed and can be very pessimistic. They may also be susceptible to gastric problems, heartburn, and obesity. They should therefore keep a close watch on their diet. As they worry a lot, they become more prone to all kinds of stress-related problems.
I think I do worry a little bit more than I should.
Yeah.
But give me a day and I'll be like...
I mean, we're susceptible to gastric problems and obesity, so...
Is that like farting?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
So I just thought that was a little interesting blurb of our possible
what was the last one?
concerns.
Obesity?
Obesity. We're gastric problems, heartburn, and obesity.
Oh, and I guess my favorite food doesn't really help with that. just
Not with
solidifying the stereotype.
Or the obesity part. So.
I like steak. Steak with ketchup and mayonnaise.
Steak with ketchup and mayonnaise. That sounds kind of gross, actually.
Yeah. No, it's actually fancy sauce, you know. Ketchup and mayonnaise.
The, like, McDonald's fancy sauce?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's called special sauce.
Oh, that's
it's
what
just
I
two
thought
sauces
it was
mixed
too,
together.
and it had pickles in it. Okay. Our next segment is called Rapid Fire Questions.
All right.
Are you ready?
Okay.
So I'm going to rapid fire questions at you, obviously, and rapid fire questions require rapid fired answers.
Okay.
Just letting you know, these questions are very strange.
All right.
And you probably won't know the answer correctly, or it's just like there is no correct answer, so you just say whatever comes to your mind first, and then we'll laugh about it.
I will.
Okay.
Here you go.
So, if you could be any type of clothing, what would it be and why?
Underwear.
Underwear? Okay, I need the why part.
Because they're comfortable.
Because they're comfortable? Okay, when Juliet says, "Wherefore art thou, Romeo?" where does wherefore mean?
Canada.
Canada. Why is the sky blue?
Because it is.
Name 3 candy bars you would eat but don't think that are actually that good.
Three Musketeers, Big Hunk, and whatchamacallit bar.
Okay. Could Tim Curry still pull off Pennywise?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. So that was it for rapid fire questions.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah, and so we're going to go back and talk about how you answered them. I want to go back to the candy bar question because you said Big Hunk. Is that an actual candy bar or?
Yes. It's it's not chocolate. It's like white taffy. It's about this big. It's white taffy with like nuts in it. And it's really like, you gotta really chew it. It's almost like the beef jerky of candy bars.
It just is funny to me because it's called Big Hunk.
Yeah.
It's just this, it's like the most flamboyant way of describing like an actual guy. Like it's like, yeah, he's just this white, like.
He's just a big hunk.
Yeah, big hunk, white taffy and he's got nuts.
He's white with his nuts and he's huge.
Boy.
Big hunk.
That's awesome.
You never had a Big Hunk before?
No, I've never heard of it before.
Really?
So that's why I asked.
I'll
like,
go
is
down
it
to
a
the gas
real
station. There's, they you know what? Actually, I think they still sell them, but just in certain areas. Like you're not gonna find a Big Hunk at Walmart. And, yeah, or
but you can find one on the corner though.
Oh shit!
Home store has them.
Whatchamacallit bar, I think you can find. I think that's another one that's only like at corner stores.
That's an actual real one though?
Yeah, it's called
really
Whatchamacallit bar.
Oh, how do you spell that?
Exactly how it sounds. Whatchamacallit.
Whatchamacallit.
WHATCHA
something.
MA.
Aldrin, find us the right spelling for that.
It's called a whatchamacallit.
Right.
And it's you got to be in the mood for it because like if you eat too much of it, it's like it's not that good. But I still like it, and I still like Big Hunk. Mm-hmm. And Three Musketeers, I think it's just too fluffy, but I would eat it.
Right. I don't.
But I'd rather have.
I'll avoid the Three Musketeers in the variety candy bowl, you know. But if it's like the only thing left, then yeah, I guess.
You know what? Hershey's. That's another one that like I'll eat it, but I'd rather have a Mr. Good bar.
Or like chocolate from Sweden or something.
Or Mr. Good bar.
Yeah.
Or Wonka bar.
Oh my god. Okay, but not the ones that are existing today. The ones that like were before that and they had like little crunchies in them. Oh my god. Wonka bars now are just like chocolate and suck ass. And also wherefore means why.
Canada.
In that saying. You said Canada.
Wherefore
Yeah.
Wherefore,
It means
I don't know why I said that. That was like, you said, "Wherefore art thou?" I'm like, Canada. I don't know why.
No, it's good. It's a good answer. I liked it. That's why I like the rapid fire questions.
I can't answer why. I'm sorry.
Okay, so for our last 15 minutes, we'll try and tackle our controversial topic.
Okay.
Our controversial conversation section. And I wanted to just dabble on gun control because obviously that school shooting in Florida just happened. And like literally my Facebook is post after post about something about that or something about guns or something, or it's not about guns and blah blah blah. Obviously a tragedy happened in Florida in the high school, I believe. Killed a lot of people, injured a lot of people.
I think 17 around there in total.
And I see political debates outbreaking, like, you know, the pattern usually goes with school shootings or mass shootings now. Yeah. Unfortunately. And it's a lot of people who blame the incident on the lack of gun control laws here in America. And then it's a lot of other people saying that has nothing to do with gun control laws because we've had guns for centuries, but not mass shootings for centuries.
Well, the incident that happened, following it on like online, was that the students there saw early warning signs and did nothing about it. That's something serious. You know, when someone actually talks about killing someone, that should be looked into very thoroughly. Definitely.
Well, I skim through articles. I don't actually read them. I'm a sinner like that. But I did hear like a rumor that like he wasn't allowed with backpacks on the campus. Maybe it wasn't him, it was someone else. But like, yeah, they needed to check his backpack or something like that constantly. And like his Instagram is photos of him just holding different guns and stuff like that.
That's
not that there's anything wrong with guns. Okay,
no.
I'm getting ahead of myself. Like, and you.
No, there's when you just post yourself with like a weapon that could kill someone, you're trying to say that you could kill someone. Right. You know, responsible gun owners don't take pictures of their guns and like post them on the internet. You know.
Not like he did.
Yeah, people that plan on using them, they do that. You look at all the people that we allow guns to, like law enforcement, our soldiers, some of our security guards, because we know that they're responsible. Mm-hmm. And half the people that get their hands on guns are not.
So do you think that having more gun control laws or like, you know, making an extra step maybe for people to acquire a gun would help decrease the mass shootings? Jesus. This is a tough subject to talk about.
This is a tough subject, but if you look at, I think security at schools should be able to have firearms and stuff, because those are the schools you don't hear having shootings and stuff, because people that want to hurt people are cowards, and they go somewhere where they know no one's going to shoot back at them. If we, and it sounds bad, you know, like to stop gun violence, let's have more guns. But look at Texas, almost everyone there has a gun, and like how many shootings are stopped because of that. It goes back to that old saying, you fight fire with fire. But if there's fire going on, and you don't have any fire yourself, like, you can't do that.
I mean, for me, it's like when I grew up in school and stuff, we never had security. There was no need for security at a school.
We live in a hyper-sensitive society that they want everything and they want nothing. We complain about stuff that hasn't been a problem for many, many generations, but now it is. When our children are confused to which bathroom to use, it's like, look at that.
Yeah. I think my overall opinion is, sorry to wrap this up really quickly, like I wish we had more time to talk about it, but to me it's like, I think we could have one more step and like having some sort of like mental health and then like constant checkup on guns or something. Like I know that there's a lot of like regulations and like you have to renew your license constantly and all this stuff, but I don't know. and I know there's background checks and everything, but maybe just one more step to evaluate someone's mental health or the history behind it would help. And then also just, I don't think it's a gun issue, really. Like, I don't have a problem with guns at all. I just think it's more of a mental health issue.
You're not going to stop criminals from killing people with guns.
Right.
Like, gun control is gonna unarm responsible people.
Right.
And that puts us at a disadvantage, and that leaves us vulnerable.
Yeah. And I mean, I just feel like there's always a different way around it, maybe. Like, I understand the point in having a gun and, like, it's stronger than a knife or whatever, but I don't feel like people who buy guns,
it's a pretty
or some
good,
people who get guns,
it's a pretty good equalizer.
They just don't understand, like, how powerful a gun is and how powerful taking away a life is.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Japan has really... There's a cool video on Facebook, by the way. I don't know who it's by, but it explains kind of Japan's gun laws. And, I mean, they'd never have any crime history. But it's also, like, a pain in the ass, and it's a lot of work that their government does to keep the guns safe. And America, our government probably would never agree to something like that. But, I mean, there's no easy way around it, definitely. But, oh God, I don't have an ending conclusion for this.
Well, we'll just see where it goes, because
I don't think the entire problem is the lack of laws for gun control. And I don't think it's, like... And the whole, like, Second Amendment argument into keeping guns is really stupid to me as well. There needs to be a discussion about what we can do to be safe with each other, and just to remember to respect each other's opinions and try not to fight with each other.
There's going to be a few nuts in the candy bar.
Yeah.
So let's just be prepared.
Right.
That's all we really can do.
Okay. So I'm really sorry we're out of time, and I hate ending on that negative note. It's always important to have a discussion. That's the thing you should always take away, is that it's always important to have a discussion. And I learned a lot of cool things about you and had a lot of fun with you on the podcast. Cool. So Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. Be sure to follow Billy on his social media. Be sure to follow me and SGNS. We're gonna put it up. Don't worry.
Cool.
So, bye, guys. Thank you.